I'm going to ask, we can clear the chamber, which I really don't want to do, but this is not a public meeting.
A contentious meeting at that in D.C. Council chambers today as they discuss the Secure D.C. crime bill ahead of a vote.
And that bill designed to address the city's crime emergency. Fox 5's Bob Barnard live at the Wilson Building tonight with the very latest. Hi, Bob.
Hey there, Marina. The vote was unanimous. They just took it about 3 minutes ago here in the fifth floor chambers of the D.C. Council. I kind of want to show you more of what it looked like inside. This was a passionate hearing, about 2.5 hours worth. There were a number of amendments offered. Basically, what they're trying to do is, and this was Brooke Pinto, the Ward 2 council member chairing the D.C. Committee on Judiciary and Public Safety, putting forward this massive piece of legislation, 100 different provisions to try to crack down on crime here. But the concern inside and among some on the council is that whatever they do does not unfairly target black and brown people in the city. So that is kind of where the dispute was on that. I want to show you some video from a recent crime scene. I mean, one of the things Councilmember Pinto said is the homicide rate, the carjacking rate in the city is just out of control, really, and that something needs to be done. And among the provisions is changing the definition of carjacking to allow them to be prosecuted better, enhancing some of the firearms legislation. One of the things that got shot down today was an amendment that would have allowed police and prosecutors to grab DNA of suspects when they're arrested, even if they're not, eventually charged or convicted. Here now is a bit of the testimony earlier this afternoon from Councilmember Brooke Pinto and Kenya McDuffie, the at-large council member on the panel.
In 2023, we saw a devastating 39% increase in violent crime and 26% increase in crime overall in the district. 274 people lost their lives to homicide. Residents are in fear of carjacking, thefts, and falling victim to crime across our city. This is unacceptable. Today, by approving my Secure DC Omnibus, the Council has the opportunity to take decisive and comprehensive action to make the district safer and more secure.
The committee believes that privacy rights of the innocent should be preserved. And I think that bears repeating. The privacy rights of the innocent should be preserved. And let us not forget, we are all innocent until proven guilty.
And there was one of the outbursts, Councilmember McDuffie talking about a committee study on the collection of DNA when someone is arrested early on, putting them kind of in a precarious situation if they're eventually clear, but then the authorities across the country would have their DNA. So again, guys, this just passed unanimously with a couple of amendments, this Secure DC legislation. This was the first reading. The second reading, and they're going to tweak it a bit between now and then, is in a couple of weeks from now.